Hi, this is Kirk O'Connor, and this video is a very short introduction to WordPress, just showing you some of the major areas, how you log into admin and how do you navigate your way through admin. Okay, you can see here we have a pretty standard WordPress test theme. We're just going to scroll down a bit, just show you the thing in its entirety. This is the home page, of course. Here we have a header section which allows us to do some graphics to show our business logo, perhaps a phone number or whatever else up here. This is flexible. Commonly at the top we have a small menu that shows people places that they might want to visit often, like perhaps a sitemap, a contact page, even a locate us page. Here we have a menu which shows some of the major pages on the site with drop downs for child pages. Here we've put a visual slider which shows some images, and of course these can be any images. Some text here, this could be a form, this could be full width slider, or it could be a video or whatever. WordPress is very flexible, very easy to change. As we scroll down a bit, here we have some features pages where we can click on the button and go to those pages. Once again, very flexible. This area could be full width with maybe some text in there or images or whatever. Down the bottom on this theme we have what's called featured posts. So this is some posts or some articles we've written recently. This is the text and an image out of those articles. Once again, we can click on this link here, or on the image, or in fact on read more, and go to see the rest of that article. And down the bottom we have a top of page which allows us to scroll very quickly back up to the top of page, and some copyright information, and importantly a little login link which you will see on most sites. And what we're going to do in a second is to click that small link to take us to our admin section. But what we'll do first is perhaps have a look at one of the pages just to show you what a standard page looks like. Well, standard, it's WordPress, anything is standard, but here's one we've prepared earlier. As they say, just showing you some of the formats you can have. Some text we've entered through a very simple user interface, which we'll show you. An image, once again, we've entered the same way. And over on the right here, a sidebar which shows you here we've put a Facebook widget which draws a stream from a Facebook page. This is the standard Facebook platform page at this point, but of course that could be your Facebook page for your business. Some social media buttons which will connect us with social media pages, and a quick contact form. Once again, all very flexible. We have sample layouts here just to show you some of the layouts we can have. Once again, this is not really limited, but these are the standard sort of layouts you could have in a page and a post. You can see this one is a full width layout, and the text of course goes full width, and the images we've inserted, there's no sidebar. So this is a page or a post you can set up inside your admin to be full width as opposed to having a sidebar. Also, we have another format which is two sidebars. One is a small sidebar, there's the sidebar we've seen before, and of course our text here. And these can be modified so that perhaps one is on the right and one is on the left. So you have that sort of flexibility. But what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into admin and show you that. So once again, we can either click this small link down the bottom here to go to login, or we can type into our browser from our home URL the text WP admin. And if we hit return there, you'll find it takes us to our login screen. And our login name here is training, and we have a password which we've been provided by. So we're now in admin. So, what do we have here? Let's just have a look. On the left here we have a whole bunch of menus starting with dashboard. You'll notice that these have small arrows so you can open them up, close them down. So let's take a look at those. This is your home dashboard, which if we click here, it will always take you to the home dashboard, and we'll just click that for a moment to close it. The major sort of things you are going to be looking at are posts we have here, so let's just open that one. Pages we have here, perhaps media, we'll look at that later. Comments, forms, perhaps if you want to look for the sort of forms that people have filled in, contact forms, or set them or add new parameters to those. Appearance, this is very important, this widgets and menus, and we'll go into those a little bit in detail. They're two important areas for you to be aware of. Plugins, perhaps some people, although most people would not go into this area. Users, if we want to add new users, and we'll go into how to do that in a future video. Tools, very rarely. Settings, once again, very rarely would you go into settings once things are set up for you. Backup Buddy, you might want to go into that if you want to do a manual backup. Gallery is for people who have the Next Gen Gallery plugin installed, and we'll go into that in a future video, how you operate that. Display Buddy, once again, that is a slideshow type menu which allows us to change images and such like on the site, and once again we'll go into that on a future video. So what do we have here on the page? Once again, let's have a look. Arrows on the side, we can click to open or close areas. This tells us what we have in terms of what we've published. We have 3 posts, we have 13 pages, we have 4 categories, and we'll tell you what categories are when we go into posts. So they're the main things you want to know. Recent comments, we don't have anything apart from the standard comment. These are comments that people might put on pages or posts if we allow them to. Incoming links, what links do we have into our site from other sites? Plugins, Backup Buddy, forms, a quick press. Some of these are not very useful, like other WordPress news. You might want to get rid of that. And how you do that, how you go to clean up your dashboard, is go into screen options. You have a number of settings. Right now is quite useful for me. Recent comments, I can leave that or close it. Incoming links is fine. Plugins, I'm not so interested in plugins news. The same with Backup Buddy. I don't need to know when the last backup was. Quick press, I'm not so interested in. Recent drafts, neither. WordPress blog, no, don't need to know what's happening there. And other WordPress news, not so interested. So if I close that up now, you'll find that the menu area here is a lot more usable for me, that there's a lot less things that are annoying me. What I can also do to make use of the available space is to move things around by dragging them with my mouse to make my area a little bit more neat. Or if I wanted incoming links above Gravity Forms there, I could move that as well. So you can see that we've cleaned up our dashboard area very quickly into something that is a lot cleaner there. Now we'll very quickly go in and show you how to view some of the posts or pages. Pages probably more important, as most of you will use pages before posts. So if we click on the pages link, what we will see is a list of all the pages we have live on this site. Remember, we looked at the About page, and let's just click on that so we can look into our About page to see what text is in there. Okay, we'll go into the editor a little bit more in a few minutes. However, what you can see there is a visual representation of the text we have there. There's our image, and down the right side we have some areas there that will allow us to do some other stuff, which once again, as I said, we will go in once we go into editing pages, and a number of options down the bottom that we will talk about a little bit later. Once we are finished, we can either go back to our dashboard, and if we need to do anything there we can do it, or else if we want to log out and go back to the site, this little link here up the top, I can log out, take me back to the login screen, and I can then go back to the website, which shows again. So that is a very brief introduction to WordPress and the dashboard area. Thank you very much for your patience. I hope the video has been of some use, and please come back and see some of our other videos in which we take you to some more complicated, I guess, and detailed ways that you can use WordPress. This is Kirk O'Connor. Thank you very much.